of the Harrods sale. Now, as you all know, for the opening of the Harrods sale, we always have a special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a very big round of applause to Catherine Jenkins.
To animals involved. So what does this disgusting shop Harrods do? It imports the fur from abroad.
And I think the time has come for the countdown. My watch says we're there. So, should we start? Ready, sir? Okay. 10,
CAFT is a coalition to abolish the fur trade, and we're part of the coalition. It's a coalition of groups from all around the country. So yeah, we're part of the CAFT network. We're the London part of CAFT. We do fur protests at least once a week, and Harrods is one of our main campaign targets.
We've been protesting outside Harrods since May of 2005. We'd set aside 5 to 10 years for this campaign, so we were aware that it was going to take quite a while. We've received no responses from Harrods to our emails, although individuals who've emailed Harrods have had responses, and they've said that they cater to all people's tastes, which is why they continue to sell fur, even though they are the last department store in the whole of the UK to sell real fur.
Persuading Harrods to stop selling fur it's not the only part of the campaign. We don't see it as a short-term target that Harrods will stop selling fur, because Harrods is owned by just one person. It's not a company which is susceptible to public pressure. And whereas Selfridges, Harvey Nichols and companies such as Liberty have shareholders they have to answer to for an ethical policy, Harrods doesn't have that. Harrods is owned by one extremely wealthy individual who is willing to be unpopular. So I don't know how long it will take, but we will continue protesting until they do stop selling fur. And at the same time, we'll be reaching thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people from all over the world.
I personally think customers that go to Harrods aren't the ones that wouldn't be influenced by that, because they're very different audience. They go for the design of what they're buying, and the fact that the item is a status symbol, so that wouldn't stop them to buy actually. I had lots of people coming to me, I want this for a ball, for a party. They would never be concerned if it was made of fur. That wasn't never in their mind, and it wasn't mine either, because my job is just to sell at the time, and I'm not against fur coats, so I wouldn't say that's made of. And actually, that would be my selling point if you say, actually, this is real fur, and obviously they might ask you why it was so expensive. So you might say, well, this is not only sheepskin, or this is like rabbit or astrakhan. Also because they're often foreigners, where the fur coat sales isn't such a concern like in this country.
Hello, my name is Hamida and I'm calling from Roehampton University. I'm currently making a film about the fur protesters outside of Harrods, and I was just wondering if I would be able to ask someone a few questions about what the company thinks of them and whether or not they have had any effect on the fur coat sales.
We wouldn't give out that kind of information. Harrods is a privately owned company. So that kind of information is undisclosed. We wouldn't give that out to anybody really in the public. We don't give out financial figures.
No, I'm not looking for financial figures.
No, but general comment is what you're looking for, but we wouldn't be giving that out. Unless, we could be speaking to a specific journalist. If it's in our best interest, then we will, but not on this occasion. What I'm telling you is because we're privately owned, the information isn't given out like these other companies. It's something we won't be discussing. I don't want you to waste any time sending us emails that you're just not going to get, the response that you need to. I'm just saving you that time. It's something you won't get answers to.
Is there any way of just sending a statement then to my email address?
Sending a statement to you?
Yeah, or something.
I can give you a response of why we can't answer your questions.
Yeah, even that.
Okay, fine. You send me the email, I'll respond.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
That's okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Did you know it is illegal in this country to farm animals for fur? Parliament outlawed this barbaric practice because it is both cruel and unnecessary. However, Harrods continues to sell fur imported from other countries where these cruel practices are still carried out. It is an absolute disgrace that Harrods should continue to sell products of extreme cruelty which are illegal to produce in this country. Harrods does not deserve the custom of compassionate, caring people. Please complain to Harrods. The details are on the leaflets being handed out.
Basically, I've been doing animal rights campaigns, say, for about 6 or 7 years now. I think I first became vegetarian about 8 years ago or something like that. And then I just thought it's a natural progression to take it a bit further. And to actually go and do demonstrations as well, because being vegetarian or vegan to me wasn't really enough, so I wanted to do a bit more than that. So.
One of the questions that we'll always ask would be, for example, the customers, is this the latest? Is it new? Has it just come? Because customers that shop in Harrods, they're really concerned about the latest item, and that it's nice, fashionable, and expensive as well.
Actually, I don't have any. I can't say anything about the fur because I'm wearing one. So I have no personal opinion on this team. So
No. I mean, do you think they will stop Harrods selling fur, or do you think
No. It's just this is business, and business is business. So this is something totally different. Not Harrods, maybe somewhere else. But
do you think they're wasting their time?
I think yes. This is just like a protest, or listen, we are here, we think that, but I think it wouldn't be no success.
The public no longer accepts people wearing fur and selling fur in the UK, and we've carried out we've had success after success just by channeling public pressure, because the public is so opposed to the fur trade. All we have to do is to highlight that a shop is selling fur, and we can persuade sufficient members of the public to boycott the shop until they stop selling fur.
Do you think that they'll be successful?
Oh, they will, yeah. People will take notice of this, Of course they will. I mean, this is after even shocking me walking down the street, that we were even heading into Harrods. It would make me think twice about it now,
Actually, that might increase because Harrods might be the left place where you could find furs. And also, I noticed lots of the Kate Moss or actually wearing fur coats these days. So I think if you see them wearing them, I was like, well, where can I get that?
To protest against fur.
Yeah, no, I understand.
But since they are coming, we have 200% more sales of fur.
Are you serious?
Because people didn't know we are selling fur in Harrods. So they say, oh, they got fur in Harrods, so people are coming for the fur.
So it doesn't stop anyone?
We love them. They can come, no problem.
They were real nuisance our sale time
They are
because
very,
they were up
very-
there and they were so aggressive.
They are aggressive.
It's not something we haven't heard 100 times before. The only thing you can say is that Harrods' owner has spent something like £500,000 to try and get an injunction to have us removed from outside the store. So if we're being so beneficial, why are they spending hundreds of thousands of pounds on legal fees to try and get us removed? So I think that's just hype. We hear that every time we go.
You get so many people that just walk past and sort of look up and they're like, oh, it's like these pictures that we've got at the moment, they're not really, people are so used to it, and like, it's not really making people think. So the vast majority of people walk past and go out of their way to avoid eye contact with you when you're trying to give them some leaflet.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, maybe they're just not interested, they're like afraid of hearing the truth maybe. They don't want to hear about this disgusting stuff that's happening to animals. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's from this video from the fur farms in China that show dogs being skinned alive, like where they've got them hang up on hooks and they have their skins ripped off and they sort of move round, and that sort of like this image has been stuck in my head and can't get out really.
The reason I spend the majority of my time protesting outside Harrods or against the fur trade is the enormity of it. I mean, as you can hear over there, 850 million animals killed every year, and the way that they're killed. I mean, as a vegan, I don't believe in killing any living being, but the way these animals are killed. I mean, foxes are anally electrocuted. They stick a metal probe into their vagina or into their anus, and one in their mouth, and they're literally fried from the inside out. And what a horrific death.
Unfortunately, with the issues with the fur protesters, we as a company don't make any comment about that.
Even if it was through statement or anything, if I emailed you?
Even if it's through a statement, I'm afraid we're not. We don't make any comment about it.
Oh, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Bye.
Because I mean, the thing is, I want to emphasise that we do care about like human beings as well as animals. Yeah, maybe there's a negative. I think there's a negative stereotype sometimes in the media that in order to care about animals, it necessitates that you must feel that humans are like inferior to animals or something, which we don't. We feel like they're all equal in value and importance. But what we do say is that they should have the right to not be treated like property, to not be like, I don't know, to not be killed and to not be subjected to like suffering or anything like that, mental or physical. Because obviously animals, we say that animals can feel pain, physical pain, but they can experience mental pain as well because of the link with evolution. They say that humans and animals, particularly primates and mammals, can actually experience many of the same emotions as human beings. So from that perspective, we see that, well, there's a big link between us, really, evolutionary link and everything, and we've got duty to like protect their rights and everything. So.
Most of us have been arrested at some time or another whilst on campaigning. We campaign against a shop that sells fur. It's a retailer called Joseph, who sell real fur. We've been campaigning against them for about 8 or 9 years now.
Fire's coach is at the front, so people are going around for a demo at the coach.
Now?
Well, there's 2 people already there, we can only have 3.
Oh, okay. Do you want to film that while his coach is still here? People protesting around Mohammed Al Fayed's coach. Do you want to do that while it's still here? Yeah.
As you can see, Mohammed Al Fayed's bus is illegally parked on double red lines, breaking British law, once again showing disrespect and disregard for British law, be it parking illegally or selling fur. He gets as much for parking as he does for animals.
Al Fayed, we've had very little dealings with him, no direct dealings at all. We deal with his solicitors and his security. How he reacts towards protesters, he has on more than one occasion come out of the shop and pulled 2 fingers up at protesters. And a statement was released saying that they're not going to stop selling fur, that they have people campaigning against foie gras, they're not giving up them, so they're not going to give up to us. You start, you go fur trade, death trade, I'll go.
Fur trade, death trade!
Fur trade!
trade death train!
Fair trade murder train!
Fair trade murder train!
Fair trade torture train!
Fair trade torture train!
Fair trade death train!
Fair trade death train!
Shame! Shame! Shame on Harrods!
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 Occasional person saying, "Oh, you're a terrorist," or stupid comments like that, but good to life. I don't know, because for some reason people seem to think that even if you're a legal campaigner, maybe they seem to think somehow that you've got links with illegal activity, which doesn't really make any sense to me. Maybe they think there's some sort of conspiracy, or you know the people doing the illegal stuff, which is, again, we don't know anyone that's doing anything. If they are doing anyone doing illegal, we wouldn't know anyway, so I don't understand their mindset.
I'll put you through someone who might be able to help you.
In the past, Harrods have been very, very underhanded in their dealings. We've honoured the injunction, we follow the rules of the injunction to the letter, yet they've hired private investigators to infiltrate our group. They had two private investigators start protesting with us, come to the pub with us, have a drink with us, and they were being paid by Harrods, which I think is a very underhanded thing to do. They have paid people to come and have arguments with us. We've seen it. We've had people come to us and say, "We just saw the argument that you've just had with that person. Did you know that Harrods staff have just given him £100? Things like that, where they'll come up, shout at you to try and provoke a reaction. They would then use it when they renew the injunction to say we needed the injunction to be stricter because this is the way the protesters behave. When you go to court for the injunction, they do that every 2 years, and for the whole of the 2 years, they film everything that we're doing here. They take any bits where there might have been a slight problem over that 2 year period, and they collate it into a little movie, which is what they show the courts. Not the truth, which is the fact that we hardly ever have problems when we're here, and if people do come and behave in an aggressive manner towards us, we generally just ignore them.
Hi. Oh, I thought you were just going on. We're from Northampton University, and we're just trying to film the protest and just want to get a few views on it. Is it okay? We don't want your views, don't worry. Do you think we could speak to our client in the coach?
I don't know where the car fire is. I've got nothing to say.
We just saw him in the...
Yeah, Catherine Jenkins has agreed to open the sale.
Yeah, to replace him.
Well, no, we're not sure. Yeah, we were. I'm not sure if Leona Lewis turned down this sale or the previous one. But we know that Leona Lewis turned down £1 million to open the sale previously. So obviously we'll be out to highlight that fact that Catherine Jenkins has taken money that other people have not taken because they've got a conscience. They went to court. They got an injunction, and there are certain rules that where we can stand and how loud we can shout, would you believe, and things like that. You're not allowed to shout, except when the celebrity arrives. You can shout then. This is a strange law. I've got this down. I'll send you a link. And you can shout then, but not excessively or in unison. And that's the exact wording. We've now had a reply from Catherine Jenkins' agency, who have said that, well, they've just given a one-line reply, which they've automatically sent out to anyone, which says she does not support First, she's only opening the sale, which doesn't really deal with the issues. And then people have written back saying, well, yes, but you're endorsing you're not just shopping in Harrods, you're actually, you are becoming the face of Harrods. If you open the sale, then you are Harrods.
You can move to one side there, folks. Thank you.
What do you think of the fair trade? What do you think of the fair trade? And the protesters? What do you think of the protesters outside? Yeah, the protesters outside.
We're prepared to be here, like I said earlier, for up to 10 years. So after that we'll reevaluate. We may continue campaigning. In fact, we probably will. Because if we stop protesting against Harrods while they still continue to sell fur, the other department stores might say, all right, well, we can get fur back in now as well and not fear the repercussions of having anti-fur protesters outside their stores every Saturday.
I've had it said before that it only takes a small minority of people in the world to make a difference, so even if only the minority might do something about it, gradually it's a collective effect. Gradually, like over time, that minority will become a very strong minority. Like it might take time, but so eventually you'll have the desired effect, I think. So.
Clearly they're not going to answer.